Welcome to Wind News. I'm your friend and host Amit Roy. 4th June 1989, China, Beijing, Tiananmen Square. Tanks attacked countless unarmed people in thousands and massacred them. They dreamed that China will become a democracy, China will entertain freedom. But what they got? They got bullets. This is communist culture. This is communist cruelty. Mao killed so many people, with this crazy idea of Great Leap Forward. Mao to tell and Stalin, inspired by Stalin, people are numbers. They have no values. In communist culture, there is no value of a human life. Only few people, they enjoy the wealth, prosperity, sex, everything. Rest are all ants. China was a perfect example. Mao destroyed China with his crazy idea of cultural revolution, and then slowly, Deng Xiaoping, though he was a mafia also, he was destroyed Tibet. He used to rape his own nurse, but he wanted to open the economy to perpetuate communism, not to do well for the people. He used to believe that wealth comes, people will be pacified, and etc. etc. But from 15th April, there was people were demanding a lot of things. They had aspiration, they had some sort of trust. After lots of propagandas on Communist Party, maybe they will do well. After 15th April, Hu Yangbao died, party secretary, and people thought he was compassionate. I don't know how communists can be compassionate. In my own state, West Bengal, they have killed 90,000 people, publicly raped women. So I don't know, but they used to believe he was compassionate, and there was lots of corruption, communist corruption, torture, abuses, etc. So frustration was brewing in them, and they started paying homage to Hu Yangbao, and then there was gathering, and the people were simmering in anger. That turned, some sort of frustration in people, thinking that China will be democratic. That's a bad dream. Anyway, that will never happen as long as he's been in power. But they thought it is possible. But then people really wrote some derogatory articles on these people, on the students and young people. It was a festive mood. They were not harming anybody. They were singing, dancing. It's some sort of flower power kind of thing. Then abuse was hard on them, and students started hunger striking, and then things are rotting after that, and they demanded democracy, freedom, etc. Zhao Jiang came, showed sympathy, and Zhao was vanished after that. His political career was ended. And then communists entrapped these young, naive people in the talks and unleashed tanks on them. I remember one man, his name is Tank Man. His name and identity is not known even after 30 years. So he fought alone, he stood alone in front of running tanks. But one thing I must say, the tank driver, I have respect for the tank driver also. He didn't mow him out. So, there was hidden sympathies, I must say. They could not say that time, but there were hidden sympathies. And Li Peng was a dirty man. And Li Peng came and smashed, ordered all these kind of things, massacres and all. Anyway, that is not the point. But point is how communists have used their hammer on opposition. They just smashed them. They have no sympathy. We have seen China backed Khmer Rouge, how many million people they have killed. Everywhere communism is a curse to the society. And I believe communism must be uprooted and totally banned because it's a terrorist idea. Now I pay my homage to the Tiananmen massacre, the young life they lost. And I want CCP's destruction. I want CCP's destruction. China must be freed from communist clutches. Thank you very much for patient hearing. Bravo! You guys who fought against communism, you didn't succeed that time, but your anger is still there. China is about to collapse. And a lot of cracks have been witnessed. So I believe China's end is very near. In 1 or 3 years, China will crumble much more. Xi Jinping is, having a lot of fights with the PLA and other factions. So end is coming. Nobody trusts Chinese Communist Party or any Communist Party for that matter. Thank you again. Let's remind Tiananmen Square. Let's remind those heroes, and let's remind those people who died and gave their life under the tank and bullets. Best wishes.